Hi everyone, Sigrid Soto here, and I don't know if the videos are going to combine, but just in case they don't combine, there should be two videos. And these are my homemade. In the first video, you should go watch because the first process and the first few steps are on there. And now this is the second steps, or third, I'm not too sure. But these are my prompt cards, homemade, for my mixed media art or jewelry or whatever it is that I want to use them on. And let me just show you. And other ideas of what you can use is on the first video. And the first process, like I said, are on the other video. And I just wanted to come on. I cut them all out already. They're already all done. And I just wanted to show you guys that they're nice and dry. Nice and taut. And taut means tight, right? They stuck quite well, and this is what we're looking at now. And I just wanted to leave one uncut and do it on video, just so that you guys can see my process. Be inspired to make your own prompt cards for art for those days that you get stuck. Instead of purchasing them, I think that it's funner, if that's even a word, to make your own. So, and also what I'm doing with all these little scraps that I've cut from the cards, I am throwing them in this little bottle, or this little cup, plastic cup. And adding water. And I'm just going to let them sit in there. And then I probably will find little random pieces of cut paper. This is tissue. And I have some jelly, deli paper from my jelly prints. Little pieces all around my table. And I'll show you next what I'm going to do with this paper that's going to become very wet. Jackie! Mom's recording. She didn't hear me. They're on vacation and they're letting loose. Being silly. Singing Broadway songs. Oh my god. I'm not even going to tell them that they're being recorded so you guys can hear how silly they are. Okay. Now I'm just going to grab one of my molds.
If I can find any. There we go.
And I'm going to do these flowers right here. Smaller pieces probably. I'm going to have to cut some more And this is usually what I do when I have little pieces of paper laying around on my table. And they have beautiful color and print on them. I hate to throw them out. And that's going to expand, and we're gonna, do you hear them? They're singing Broadway songs. Get a rag. I'm just giggling. They sound like a pair, my two daughters sound like a pair of drunk adults. Of course they're not drunk, but that's what it takes adults to let loose sometimes, is alcohol. But my girls tend to be loose and silly all the time. Okay, there's that one. And I'm just pushing. I'm going to set that aside. They sound like what are those things called? Minions. That's what my girls sound like, minions. I'm talking low so that they don't hear that I'm making a video. Because once they hear that I'm making a video, then they stay quiet. And then this one here. So all these scraps are from jelly prints. And I'll show you right now in a second. Okay, I'll do that off. I have a little bit more left, and I'll do that off camera. But that's what I would do with this. Let me show you what they're from, though. I need to clean this up real quick because I need to sweep for the second time today. Here's buttons that I've been working on. See, I'll find little papers here on the desk and I'll just throw them in that little cup. When they accumulate, I'll just add water, pull out my molds, and reuse that. Okay. So here are the prompts. And you might recognize some of the paper. Some of these pieces are from Lori Haley Richardson. Like here's one. I can tell which ones are hers. Let's see. And then these ones right here are mine, which really don't matter, but I can tell. And I wanted to incorporate a little bit of everybody's. These here are Gina Aaron's, her jelly prints. And here's another one of Gina's. And then these are from other Happy Mail that I received. Other Happy Mail I received, I think from Quincy. I'm not too sure. But anyway, so hang on. Let me wrap up right now. Don't come in yet until I'm done. Okay. So my daughter and I are going to write prompts on these cards. And she's going to help me come up with ideas and write it in with pencil, marker, doodle or ink, and I'll come back and I'll show you guys that once we're in the almost done, and then I'll do some on video. And then I want to glaze a lot of them. Alrighty, see you in a little bit. Okay.